One more time again. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Maharaj definitely confirmed for today. We are still waiting. Probably he will be joining soon. He's having, looks like, some technical problem. So we'll wait. But in the meantime, what I would do, I would start reading this verse. At least we are in that mode. I hope, devotee, it's okay with you.
Perfectly okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, so Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 1, sorry, Canto 1, chapter 19, verse 2. Dhruvam tato me krata deva hilanad durattayam vyasnam nati dirgat tadastu kamam ye agha nishkrityame yatha na kuryam punarev madhva. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Anybody would like to read the translation, please?
I
I
can
think.
read.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Go on.
Please go ahead.
Krishna. Translation. King Parikshit thought, due to my neglecting the injunctions of the Supreme Lord, I must certainly expect some difficulty to overcome me in the near future. I now desire without reservation that the calamity come now, for in this way I may be freed of the sinful action and not commit such an offense again. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anybody would like to read purport, please?
Yes, Prabhuji. The Supreme Lord enjoys that brahmanas and cows must be given all protection. The Lord is himself very much inclined to do good to brahmanas and cows. Go brahmanaya hitaya cha. Maharaja Parikshit knew all this, and thus he concluded that his insulting a powerful brahmana was certainly to be punished by the laws of the Lord, and he was expecting something very difficult in the very near future. He therefore desired the imminent calamity to fall on him and not on his family members. A man's personal misconduct affects all his family members. Therefore, Maharaja Parikshit desired the calamity to fall on him alone. By suffering personally, he would be restrained from future sins, and at the same time, the sin which he had committed would be counteracted so that his descendants would not suffer. That is the way a responsible devotee thinks. The family members of a devotee also share the effects of a devotee's service onto the Lord. Maharaja Prahlada saved his demon father by his personal devotional service. A devotee son in the family is the greatest boon or blessing of the Lord.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. So, anybody would like to, because we have been hearing about Maharaj Parikshit from last few weeks in chapter 18 and also before and now in chapter 19, which started yesterday. What do you see the great quality of Maharaj Parikshit?
Great humility.
In terms of?
Going through the hardships and the sacrifices alone, like it says.
Yeah, means he humbly accepted the
Yes, yeah, that's
curse.
humble. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, that's good. Thank you, Mataji. Any other? So devotees, let's make this section more interactive until Maharaj joins.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. I thought it was very nice how Maharaj Parikshit was being very introspective. He's realizing for himself, oh, I must have done something. I must have upset the Brahmana. So he's being introspective that he may have acted inappropriately. He didn't even have to wait for the messenger to come. At this point, he can just see that something's happened and I must expect some difficulty to overcome me. Something must happen because he's reflected, he's introspected. And yeah, it's interesting that he did that. And it's a good example for us that we can also reflect on our actions and and notice if we may have done something to offend someone without having to wait for them to tell us or not tell us or not talk to us, but just reflect on it ourselves, reflect on our behavior. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. Wonderful. Silpesh Prabhu, yes, please.
Hare Krishna, please accept humble obeisances. Oh, glories to Guru Maharaj, oh, glories to Srila Prabhupada. I find Maharaj Parikshit has been extremely selfless here because he's saying he doesn't want any harm or karma to come to his family members because he understands that, as a family person, whatever you do affects your family and descendants as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Like that made really a big impact. And yeah, any other devotees? Yes, Sakshi Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. Prabhuji, correct me if I'm wrong. Through this purport, I'm able to understand that Parikshit Maharaj is gratefully accepting the reversals in his life, and he is thinking that this is the way for his purification. I think that's what I understood.
Absolutely. Yes, like he is accepting this is the will of the Lord and I have to go as per that. In fact, if you see in the previous verse and also in this verse, he is expecting much more than what he got as a curse. He's thinking that I could lose my everything. I could, this life is really like wrong. What I did, absolutely very not like a pious act which he has done against the Brahmana, because he is the one who is always protective about Brahmanas and cows, correct? And in fact, all the living entities. So he is definitely, you're right, thinking about that. Any other? Because there are so many good, wonderful qualities really to think about Maharaj Parikshit. He was the greatest, one of the greatest Rajarshi. Okay, I see there is some message. As a king from Sonal Mataji, she's saying, as a king, he always thinks about others first. Absolutely, yes. Archana Siddhi Mataji is saying, hearing attentively. Yes, he is the real example of hearing attentively in this. Yeah. Any other quality, like what you think that we can learn from him? Because there are some quality which are completely like very, very idealistic qualities, like fasting until death for 7 days, 7 nights. I don't think in this, of course, that was the same age of Kali, but anybody can imitate that. Yeah, fasting till that. But what exactly are the learnings really for us which we can take from Maharaj Parikshit? Hare Krishna, am I audible? Silpesh Prabhu, can you confirm whether I'm audible, or I hope I have not been disconnected?
Sorry, yes, Shako. Yes.
Okay, that's fine. I thought I'm just disconnected. Thank you, Prabhu. So I was saying, like, any quality which we can inherit from Parikshit Maharaj.
Being a good devotee, because that helps your whole family.
Mhm. Yes. But good devotee can be very wider things, correct, Prabhu? Like, because
Yes,
good
yes,
devotee means left to right everything.
true, but we're trying, we're endeavoring.
Yeah. What a good devotee means, Prabhu, for you?
Try to do my devotional service, chanting my rounds, trying to listen to class, trying to read, going to the temple, trying to associate with devotees as much as I can. But a long way to go. A long way to go.
Yes, that's true. But that's good elaboration of the qualities in terms of devotion. Yes, Sonal Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna, everyone. I think the greatest quality which come across me is its complete surrender, which we find very difficult to apply in practice. Whatever good or bad, he just accepts and takes it as a will of Lord, and then goes ahead with following the principles of complete surrender.
Absolutely. Fully focused on surrender as well as accepting the will of the Lord. Absolutely. The one thing, so thank you, Mataji. I also request now, looks like Maharaj, I don't know, like Srimati Mataji is still checking if he can join. But in parallel, like if, like, let's continue with this. Let's make best usage of this time. So really request devotee, if you can please switch on your video, then like at least it looks like among our family, we are interacting with each other. So if you can, please, no compulsion. And one of the quality which I felt, or one of the things which to learn from Parikshit Maharaj, of course, all of you, whatever you mentioned, whether it's a humility, whether it's a devotional service, whether attentively hearing, all the other wonderful qualities which we can also inherit. But one of the things is that this is one of the thing which he accepted as a detachment. Like, see, he was the king of whole universe at that time, Bharatvarsh. And leaving anything, even somebody say that, okay, leaving for, like, you are going to die in 7 days, but for a normal person, even normal devotee, it's very difficult to lose or leave anything, any opulence or any material attachment. But he completely renounced material attachment. And detachment is something which is very, very important learning for all of us, that being in this world, if we can detach, we can learn this quality. Because see, we never understand, everybody say that we are like, we should live life like a security person who is taking security or keeping one building or any particular possession secure. He or she never accept or understand that this is my property. But we in this material world feels whatever we have got, we always say nicely things that yeah, we should be detached, we should do this and that. But really, if you do meditate on this particular point, if something comes, if Krishna comes in some form and say, come along with me to my loka, how many of us can really say and very happily accept that, yes, let's, Krishna, I'm ready for that. Somehow or other, we will come with some kind of excuse that at least give me some more days, some more time to do certain activity, this, that, either I need to enjoy something, or I need to handle some responsibilities, or I need to do something. So leaving that material attachment and completely coming to a detached stage is really, really very difficult, correct? Everybody accept? Revolt devotees, please unmute yourself. Yes, keep yourself. You can keep yourself unmuted, so there is no risk of muting and muting. Yeah, don't worry about some background noise. So devotee agrees with my points, or you have some different thoughts?
Haribol.
Yes. Haribol.
Yes, thank you, Brij Blasni Mataji. Yeah, so this is, I think, one very important learning that how to get detached. Second, in my view, is focusing on holy name. Yeah, he was so much interested, yeah, to hear about Lord, name, his form, his pastime. Yeah, but what really starts? What is the origin? Like when we say he was really formed up and so much interested to hear about Lord's Leela, yeah, pastime. But pastime or hearing about his qualities or hearing about his form, from where it starts really? So devotees, like from where you think the interest, if you have to build the interest of hearing about Lord's pastime, his qualities, how we can develop that interest? What is the first thing which can build that interest?
Sometimes it could be our own experience in life that makes us to wonder, have this question of life, why I'm here. And maybe that's how you get led to get the answer. Maybe it's time for you to get the answer.
Yeah, I can. That's a very nice point, Mataji. Thank you. That I can think about that how to really who I am and why I am here and what's the purpose of life. So thinking about the purpose of life can really trigger that. But how I will get the purpose of life? Yes, somebody nicely mentioned on the chat. I don't know what's exactly the name of the Prabhuji or Mataji. Very interesting name, B Spider Cherry. Bring some nice, like, I should say, okay. So this is Vaishnav Association. Associate Bhaktin Boni. Oh, thank you, Mataji. Yes, okay. Nice, interesting name. Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah, when he said bee spider cherry, it was looking like, to keep ourselves awake. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So very nice points you mentioned. Association with Vaishnavas, giving taste for hearing. So, in fact, it was discussed in one of the class a few weeks back. How, like, what was the triggering point for coming to bhakti? Anybody remembers what was the triggering point in our this life or in the previous life where we got this seed of bhakti? Is this a very difficult question, devotee?
Yes, please. Could you please
Like
explain
what?
more?
No, my question is very simple. What really triggered a seed of bhakti in our life? Whether this life, you can say maybe from previous life we did some good karma, but how we got that in previous life?
Is it the mercy of a devotee? Somebody gave us a book. It started from that.
Yes, it's started. That's what mentioned in the Shastra, that it started with the association with somewhere with some devotee. Yeah, in one of their life, it started with association. So thanks, Boni Mataji, and thanks, Sonal Mataji, for nicely starting that point, because this is the starting point of our life, association. And then, yes, I think Boni Mataji completed today in full form. That's absolutely important. And that's the next thing, holy name really. Oh, you said also Harinam devotee. Okay, so that's actually, that's the point. So you came across with some devotees doing Harinam, and that was a triggering point. Yes, and that's the beauty of Harinam. That's why Maharaj always emphasized on Harinam very much, that whenever you get opportunity, please try to join Harinam Sankirtan party, because you don't know how you can impact somebody in that or that through that Harinam. And hearing about, like, the next thing is associate, like first thing is association, and through association, what triggers, what devotee ask you for? When you, let's say, meet with devotee, what devotee will say? Do this thing.
For me, though, it was the first thing they asked me, would you like to do garland?
Service, Prabhu.
Service, yes, very nice. Yeah, so garland, making garland or doing something, that's like a service. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhu. So this started, like, you meet with any devotee, they will say, either come to temple, join this in Harinam, do this, do that. So that's kind of a service, correct? And once you get engaged in service, what devotee say? Do this definitely every day.
Harinam.
Yeah. So chanting, correct? Like when we say Harinam, like chanting about the holy name. Correct? Everybody agree?
Yes.
Any other different thought?
Reading.
Yeah. Like definitely reading is important. It goes like hand in hand, like we have to start reading. But ultimately, purpose of reading is that we get taste of holy name, correct? We get, because that's why chanting japa is considered as very, very critical thing. Correct? Is that correct, devotees?
For me, it was different for me. It could be different for different devotees, but for me was definitely that to read, because there was so many questions that I could get my answer by reading, and also the temple wanted me to buy different books or Prabhupada books. So for me, it was very much encouragement to read.
Absolutely, Mataji, you are right. Because reading helps us in developing the taste of holy name. Yeah, when you read more and more and more, it answers your lots of questions, and it also helps you in developing more and more faith in Krishna. Correct? It develops the taste, and then next stage comes when through this faith, through this association of sadhu, through the association of Vaishnavas, we try to get engaged in service and then chanting, yeah, of holy name. And it's mentioned that Lord name is more powerful than Lord himself. Anybody can give me any example where you feels that how Lord name is more powerful than Lord physically himself. Like say, Lord comes in front of you, and one of the devotee, when Lord appeared and he was busy in chanting. So he continued his chanting in spite of Lord appeared. He bowed down, he paid his obeisances, but he continued his chanting because he said, because of my chanting, Lord has come in front of me. So for me, Lord is more powerful. So similar to this, how you think Lord name is more powerful, more impactful than Lord himself? Sorry, devotees, I'm putting so many questions in front of you. Okay. So my apology, but this is good. Like, let's make this interactive, because sometimes through question answer, our like knowledge also improves. And even if you know, it gets further, through you saying Gajendra Lila. Okay. So you feel this is who has answered this. Manisha Mataji is saying Gajendra Lila, correct? Yes. So you feel that because in Gajendra Lila, Gajendra called out Lord, and because of calling out Lord, Lord appeared. So Lord name is more powerful. Yes, that's true. Absolutely right. Any other? No difference between God and God name. Yes, it's mentioned that there is no difference between Lord and Lord name, but it's also mentioned that Lord name is more powerful than Lord. There are a few Leelas where Lord could not do, but Lord name had more mercy, more power. It happened just like anybody want to share? Otherwise, I would like to share something. Any other Leela comes in anybody name? Anybody mind? Prahlad Maharaj? Yes, absolutely. But Prahlad Maharaj, if you see, he was completely remembering Lord. Yeah, so for him, it's like 24/7. Just he is the perfect example of Smaranam, yeah, remembering Lord. Always absorbed in Lord name and Lord pastime. So just one example, where in Ramayana, if you remember, when devotees were making the bridge and they were throwing a stone in the ocean to make the bridge. Anybody remembers what happened and how now you can think that Lord name was more powerful than Lord? Any Leela, any pastime? I just gave you a nice hint.
So they wrote the name Ram on the stone and they throw the stone in the ocean and the stone
Yes,
was like not drowning it, but it was on the top of and they made the bridge out of that name of the Ram.
correct. Yes, that's true. And because of that, you can say Lord name was very powerful. So it only proved that Lord name was powerful. But how it's more powerful than Lord? What happened in this Leela? Just so this is a one half, 50% of the movie. The another 50% is remaining, which prove that Lord name is more powerful than Lord. In the other Leela, Lord Ram saw that Hanuman and other monkeys are throwing the stone by writing name, and it's just making the bridge. Yeah, it's not sinking. Then he took one stone and he threw himself, but it sank. And then what happened after that? Devotee, you can cook continuously in parallel, but please just unmute, make it more interactive. Keep doing your activity in parallel. So he threw that stone and this stone sank, or this rock sank. But Lord Ram, when he asked that, oh, how come? He was a bit surprised. Then what Hanuman said? Because whatever you throw cannot survive. Yeah. But your name is written on the rock, and that's why this is not sinking. So that proves that Lord name is very powerful. Yeah. Then even Lord, what he was trying to do, he could not, but Lord name was could make that rock floating. Yeah, or that stone floating. Another example happened in when all the kings were invited in Ayodhya, and Kashi Raj came to. He was, in fact, before that, Narad Muni asked from all the sages that Lord name is more powerful than Lord. And few devotees, including Vishwamitra, he said, no. Lord is more powerful. And in fact, if you can say, I can accept to the point that Lord name and Lord himself is not different. But Lord name is more powerful than Lord. I little bit doubt on that. And few other devotees, very higher senior Vaishnavas or sages, they also could not understand. And then Narad did one lila. He, like all the devotees were going, all the kings of the different regions were going. And then he asked Kashiraj, who was going to join in Ayodhya, he asked that Kashiraj, when you are going, you bow down because there will be all the Rajarshis. You just bow down to everybody, but please don't bow down to Vishwamitra because he is not from born. He is not Brahmana or like Rajarshi from the born. He was first king and then this sage. And then he followed the same. He bowed down to everybody, but he did not bow down to Vishwamitra. And Vishwamitra thought, okay, maybe just like some mistake happened. He just ignored that. But then Narad Muni, reached to Vishwamitra and he asked, how come you can ignore him? He has made so much big offense. He has not bowed down to you. He has not given proper respect to you. You should immediately kill this person. If you don't want to kill, then call your disciple Ram and ask him to do the proper action and to kill him. This is a very big insult for you. Then Vishwamitra said, yeah, you are right. Actually, I should call my Ram. So he called Ram and he said, I need your one, I instruct you that as a disciple, please kill this person because he has not given proper respect to your Guru. And Ram was obliged to follow his instruction. So he said, okay, fine, whatever. But then this Kashiraj came to know that Lord Ram is going to kill him. And then he was passing through this river, and then Mother Anjana was there, and he asked that, he requested that I need your favor, please, I need, you need to save my life. And then, anybody remembers this pastime? What happened in this? She asked Hanuman to protect Kashiraj, king of Kashi. And then what happened after that? Anybody know this pastime?
No.
Okay. So Hanuman was given this instruction by his mother that whatever happens, you have to save Kashiraj because I have given my commitment. So Hanumanji said, yes, no problem, mother. Since you have given this commitment, I will. Now, he was not knowing that he is going to face Lord Ram. And Lord Ram said, so what happened? Hanumanji secured Kashiraj. He made a coil of his tail and then he kept Kashiraj in between. And of course, he's always chanting Lord name. Yeah, he always chanting Jai Shri Ram, or Jai Shri Ram. Yeah. So Lord Ram came and he was completely absorbed in chanting holy name. And then Lord Ram said, Hanuman, this Kashiraj is there, and because of my commitment to my Guru, I have to kill Kashiraj. So please leave Kashiraj. And Hanumanji said, Lord, whatever you want to do, you are completely free because you are my Lord. Do whatever. I am just in your protection. I am just bowing down to you. And then he started meditating, same like chanting Lord name, Jai Shri Ram, completely fully in absorbed position. And then Lord Ram threw his arrow. And what happened when it reached near Hanuman, it converted into a garland, beautiful garland. He again threw the arrow and it all converted into garlands, power garlands. And then Vishwamitra said, what's happening, Ram? Your arrow is converting into garlands. How this guy is going to be killed? And then he said, I don't know. And then Narad Muni came on the spot and he said, see, here Lord devotee is chanting Lord name, and here Lord himself is trying to kill, but he is not able to kill because Lord name is more merciful than Lord. And that proved to Vishwamitra and to other sages that Lord name is more powerful than Lord. Yes, devotees? So this is the thing which proved that Lord name is more powerful than Lord. So what we need to do every day? What's the learning from this pastime for us?
Hare Krishna. Chant.
Yeah, yes, we should chant offenselessly. Yeah, chant like when we chant, we should chant like with full mood, with full surrender, because Lord name is more powerful. Yeah. Whatever fear in our heart, whatever anxiety in our heart, whatever stress we have in our mind, all will be increased double, correct? When we chant holy name, it will be double, triple, correct? Devotees? When we
No.
chant the holy name?
Sorry, what did you say? I believe I misunderstood.
I said when we
Increase?
chant Lord holy name very seriously, attentively, with full devotion, all our anxieties, all our fear, all our things will double, will triple, will
No.
increase.
No, it's not right.
No? Okay. Okay, it will not. I was just checking whether everybody is listening. Yeah, otherwise everybody is saying yes. Yeah. Okay, so thank you, devotee. At least you are listening. Yes. So thank you. Okay. So Lord name is very powerful. Yeah. Anybody knows any other pastime? How Lord name is more powerful? Okay. Now, if we need to attentively chant Lord holy name, what we need to do? You already answered few minutes back. How we can improve our chanting? Because everybody, all of us, that's one of the common task, uphill task in front of us. We all have heard so many times. We need to hear very attentively. We need to chant very attentively. But how to improve our chanting? What is you are doing every day? How you are improving your chanting?
Association with a devotee.
Association with devotee. Very nice. Yes, association with devotee is going to force us into or going to improve in how this is going to improve our quality of chanting. You are right. I'm just trying to understand how association with devotee is going to improve our chanting. Shrimati Mataji, you had a nice association of Maharaj in the last few weeks. How was the chanting? Sorry, Shrimati Mataji, to put you on the spot. Looks like Mata is chanting. Okay. Anybody else? How we can improve our chanting? Simple question.
Haribol Prabhuji, there are lots and lots of
Strength.
points, but one thing is attention.
Attention.
And then secondly is you need to develop when you're chanting, you need to develop the sambandha with the name. So we have to think that we are trying to establish a connection with Krishna and no one else.
Yeah.
Practicing good service, devotional service.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. But why our chanting? How many of you all agree that our chanting is completely attentive? Any hands raised? Okay. So we all know that we have to get more involved in service. We have to do this. We have to do that. But why our chanting is not getting 100% correct?
Purity is the force.
Sorry, Prabhu?
You have to be pure to chant purely.
Okay.
Attachment
Attachment towards?
towards material things, material world, material activities.
Yes, thank you,
Distract us.
Mataji.
It distracts us.
Yes, thank you. You hit on the nail. So this whole point is started from the same point where Parikshit Maharaj, when he got this curse, he was fully detached, correct, from the material world. And in this world, we can say that we cannot be completely detached because many of us are living in the Grihastha life, or we are living in a world where we are having so many responsibilities. But if we understand that this attachment, so how, like, okay, let me ask this question, like last question, devotees, okay? I will not disturb you more and more. Next week, nobody is going to join my class, I am sure. But yeah, you'll say like, at least in other class, I can do something, I can, but here, I'm just I'm being put on the spot. Yeah. So sorry, devotees, my apology. Please, okay. But how do, like, how being in this material world where we have to fulfill our responsibilities, how we can really improve our quality of chanting? So hearing is one, like we have to read more, we have to hear more. But what exactly we need to do really? What is missing really? We
have
are
to
engaged in
cry out.
service. Yes, but why we are not able to cry out, Prabhu? Absolutely, you are very, very close. Why we are not able to cry out?
We are very strongly attached to our non-devotional things, the material things. We are so much attached to that. We have difficulty to just let it go and just 100% be in bhakti.
Correct. You're right, Mataji. Scarlet Mataji ki jai. Yeah, she's having full, yeah, mercy of Lord today. Yes, Mataji, thank you. Because one thing, like if we understand while we chant, just imagine that while you are chanting, in that moment, you feel that you are lying on the deathbed. How many of you will, at that moment, when you feel like somebody say that you are going to leave your body in next 2 hours, how many of you really think that you will have any attachment or attraction or anything to fulfill your responsibility on material side? How many? Your body is completely like in a very bad shape, like senses completely going, completely like leaving. Your relatives, your very closed ones are also not very close. Like let's imagine that you are having something very wrong, like something flavor is coming from your body. Like nobody wants to even come closer to you. Let's imagine just imagine Corona situation. Yeah. Nobody wants to come even closer. You feel like before that, at least my close dear ones will be supporting me. But in Corona time, even our dear one, do you want to support? No. I will get Corona. No, I just from the remote, few meters. So you know that also may not happen in future. So if you are just imagining that you are lying on the deathbed, nobody is there with you, neither your body nor your relations, nobody is going to support. And you say 2 hours life, how your chanting will be there? What will the quality of chanting? Devotees, please unmute yourself. Last question. Sorry, okay, maybe I said before that this is your last question, but this is a part of the last question.
Unfortunately, I must be very, very honest. If I am not so strong in my bhakti, in my practice before, if I'm not have been strong enough to understand the everything, I might be please give me 2 days more. Please let me be alive 1 week more because I need to do this and that. But if I am strong enough before, I have practiced so well and I have very been attentive in my chanting and in my service, in everything. If I have been strong enough, then it will be easier for me to be more in my chanting and thinking, okay, I do more, I do
Yes.
chanting, then okay, when I go. But if not, I'm not so strong. So unfortunately, it might be like, please, I need to do this and that 1 week more. If I just leave
So
1 week.
devotees, so Mataji, absolutely you're right. But just imagine that we, like as a devotee, at least whatever stage of devotion we are in, we know that we cannot gain even one fraction of second, beyond our life. And also we know, like at this stage, that in those 2 hours, even whatever we would like to as an attachment or something, we cannot do. Yeah, so we cannot gain, and we know that nothing is possible now in these 2 hours. And by hearing, by being association, by doing some service, we know that nothing can change now. So these 2 hours, like if you know all that, how you think, maybe like your physically things may not support that strong chanting, but what will be the mood of chanting? Completely, you from your heart, you will be willing to chant. You will be really trying to cry out for Lord, because in this stage, I don't know. Please, Hare Krishna. You will be completely looking for what? To get closer to Lord's lotus feet. Correct? You will agree? You'll be crying out from your heart at
Yes.
that moment. Yeah.
Yes.
And that's the point. So when you do chanting, just think you're lying on the deathbed, 2 hours time given to you. Forget about this material world for those 2 hours and then cry out and say, Krishna is my only shelter. There is no any other shelter for me. Correct? If you just, because right now our problem is we are not having that strong faith that Krishna is the only shelter. Krishna is the only refuge for me. There is no any other. All other relatives, all dear ones, they are here to support me, or I am here to support them, but it's not permanent relationship. But Krishna is my permanent relationship. Even if I lose my body in next 2 hours when I'm chanting, only person who is going to connect with me in next birth is Krishna. Correct? So even we can have little selfish mood that Krishna is the only person who is going to support me, the only shelter. So I have to really cry out for his mercy to really keep him happy. Krishna, because this time I don't know what I have done, but this time if I can really with your mercy dedicate to you, surrender to you, I really want to cry out. I am so bad that I am not even getting tears in my eyes. So hard I am. So fallen I am, but I really want your mercy. Please support me. Devotee, you tell me, do you think Krishna is going to really support you? Your quality of japa will be better? So, yes, Mataji, Veronica Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna, thank you very much. As always, I am grateful to be honored to be here. Sometimes I think that I am already dead. You see, because I find no reason, to continue doing things for the me that you see, the body, or my children. They are grown up, I must say. the things that I call my things. And in the last few, I think 2 months, appear a situation that made me think, for example, I need to be connected Lord Krishna, with all the devotees, and you, because I need this guidance to really understand which is my service, because it helps a lot to think that I am already dead, but it is not in a painful way. You see, I'm sorry if I am not clear enough. My English is not that
No,
good.
Mataji, you are right. Language is never a barrier really to understand each other's feelings. So you are right. But my one only so while we chant, we should have that feeling that like I am just only living for these next 2 hours, correct? But when I live beyond that, I should never have that feeling that I am dead. Because Prabhupada very nicely mentioned in one of the lecture that when he was not feeling well, in fact, one Maharaj approached him and he said, Prabhupada, you are not well, your body is not really doing good, but you take some rest because you are continuously engaged in service. He said, no, this body is anyway going to leave. But until my body is there, until devotee has got body, they should continuously engage themselves in service. So when I am beyond my japa time, I should always, even my body is not supporting me at all, but I should completely feel energized. I should feel heart of a very young person that I'm fully young, fully energized, because I have to do my service. This body anyway externally doesn't matter. Yeah, whether
That's
I'm
it.
old or anything.
I'm sorry, I interrupt. The thing is, I am not ill. My body is, it looks like it is okay. I am healthy, you see. So the thing is not to use my time, my lifetime, to that things, to things that make no sense for me. So ask to be chanting and begging Krishna to be connected and conscious to do my service. Sometimes I don't know. I feel like, what must I do? So my solution in the last 2 months is to be connected with the devotees and the persons. I have the chance to connect through this way in the classes, daily classes, and I have the temple. I just I was in the temple, in the local temple, in the past 3 hours, and because I need that guidance and to chant with attention, to beg Krishna to guide me. So the
Yes.
thing, the when I say I am dead, is about the life that what I used to call life.
Yes, you're right. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. And I agree with the this comment by, I did not realize there were nice comments actually by devotees here. Madan Gopal Prabhu also mentioned earlier that we vegetarian offer your food to Krishna Prasadam is the secret weapon to purify the heart, reawaken the urge to serve Krishna. Yeah, and Bonnie Mataji also mentioned that devotee, of course, like Lord's devotee, and that's why it's always mentioned that we take shelter of our spiritual master, yeah, because he is going to connect us in a spiritual world with Krishna or with Prabhupada. Yeah, so that's like, yes, absolutely right. Thank you, Mataji. So with that, any last questions, comments, corrections? Any relation from any devotee? Okay. So looks like all of you are completely set to go for 2 hours, like every day, deep meditation of chanting. Yeah. So sorry, I don't know, I added anything, but since Maharaj could not join, I thought let's utilize this time for more interactive session to understand even the other basic things, but sometimes basics also help. Yeah.
Thank you very much for today's class. It was very good. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Krishna.
So, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Anant Koti
Jai.
Vaishnava Brind ki jai, Vanch Kalpa
Jai.
Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Vevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you,
Thank you very much.
Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Wonderful. Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Thank you.